Hi there guys, how's it going? This is Matt Malta here, hope you're all well. Welcome back to some more Prison Architect. Today we're carrying on with the maximum security prison, maximum security female prison. So forgive me that this part is a little bit later. Usually I like to upload Prison Architect at midday, but I wanted to spend a little bit more time with my girlfriend because I've not seen her for ages and she's gone back to university now, but I want to spend a little bit of extra time with her because I don't get to see her all that often. So it has been suggested to me that perhaps we maybe have a little bit too much solitary confinement around here. I think it was Martin Temple who suggested that maybe we just don't need some of this, and I think he's probably right. Certainly what we could do is we could keep the ones that we've invested in over here, so we could certainly keep these three, and we could probably invest in, say, maybe building some more there. But this stuff I reckon we could probably reorganize, and what we could do is we could probably dismantle that toilet and dismantle this toilet, and we could make some sort of cell out of this area. It's a slightly bigger cell, or we could have a dormitory with 2 people in because it is bigger. That might be a good idea actually, to be quite honest. So what we could actually do is maybe destroy these 2 here. You're getting cranky. Who is that? Oh, that's Miss Borgia over here, or is it Mrs.? Yeah, it looks like Miss. It doesn't look like you have a boyfriend or anything like that. So you're getting pretty cranky. What are you getting cranky about? Alcohol, spirituality, okay. Hygiene as well. Right, well, don't fret. Okay, prisoner intake, excelente. So she can now go and have a shower. See, why aren't you taking a shower? You're just getting cranky. There you go. Gee whiz. Right, so what was I doing? Oh yes, I destroyed these. That should be destroyed as well. So what we could do is... I think a dormitory has to be 4x4 though, doesn't it? No, 2x3. Right, so what we could do is we could go objects, could just have a bunk bed, I suppose. In maximum security, that's not usually the best idea, but what's the other room requirement for a dormitory? Bed, toilet, enclosed. Alright, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's go dormitory here, and I'll put in 2 bunk beds. We'll ram in some sort of bookshelf in between, obviously, there. And maybe we could do something where we could have a radio or something like that for people to listen to. So if I do this, so enclosed bunk bed, yes, okay, right. So we just need a jail door and to get the bunk beds in there, and that'll be fine. Okay, so we'll do that, and I think we'll do that for probably, then again, this bit here is actually a door, but at the same time this little piece here isn't actually needed. So what we could do is we could also say, well, let's build wall like that. I heard a taser go off there. What happened? Can't quite see what happened, but so we could wall that off, and then we could say, well, let's have another cell down the bottom here. It's a smaller cell, so let's see, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, no, actually, hang on, this is wrong. I don't think we can do this. 2x3. Yeah, no, we can't actually make that into cell. Just trying to work out what we could do here. Let's just have maybe just a seating area or something. You know, some comfort or something like that. Let's just do something like that. But we've got the dormitories here, so now we can go objects. We can put a jail door on there and there. Now, of course, this bit is going to be slightly different. So then we could go. We could... So we're sort of getting rid of some of the symmetry here, it has to be said, but what we could do is... something a bit like that. Cancel that. Demolish that. Also dismantle that toilet. And same over here. Dismantle that toilet. Demolish that wall. We'll make that into a dormitory. But this bit over here, we can make into like a sort of strange shaped cell of some sort. Just trying to work out how we can do this. Dismantle. So yeah, that's all right. Take that apart as well. So what can we do with this space? We could do materials, so we can do that, that, then that. And say, get rid of that toilet as well. Then we can go objects. I'll put a bunk bed in over here. And excellent, early release prisoner. Brilliante, okay. Just put one of those in over there. And then maybe put in a... where's the... there is radio. Shove in one of those over there. And then go objects, put in the toilets in there. Bed there. And put in a bookshelf. Like that. And that'll be another cell. And... sure, let's just have maybe some sort of sofa at the bottom there, and we'll do the same down there as well. Something a bit like that should be good. Yeah, see, that looks a bit weird with just the sofas at the bottom there, but it's something at least. And this is done, so we can go objects. We can shove in a jail door there, and we can turn that into a dormitory, so we can get 2 people in there. And then we can go cell, object, large jail door. Pretty much like that. So that's going to increase the capacity down this area and stops us technically wasting space. So we've got a couple of solitary cells there, and we could probably do the same over in this section. So let's modify that and say destroy that wall, destroy that wall. Dismantle that toilet and dismantle that toilet, and we might as well do the same over here where we say tab toilet, dismantle, tab, dismantle, and mess around with these walls as well. So we can do that and sort of reduce, because we have enough solitary at the moment, I'd say. If anything, we probably have too much. But these early release prisoners are coming in at a great time, because they're allowing us to take on a lot more prisoners here, and also increase our bank balance, which is excellent. So we want bunk bed here. Dormitories with max sec is not exactly the safest thing to do, but at the same time, if we look at this, well, we're sort of like, well, there's only going to be 2 people per dormitory. It's not like we're building the big ones that are really quite dangerous. So we sorted that out, yes, and we want a radio. There it is. Put that there. There we go. And over here as well we want radio. Radio. Good. So we'll wait for those to finish, and then we'll assign those as dormitories, and we'll get some more prisoners in. So that should increase our capacity quite nicely, make us a fair bit of money. We could do the same over here. Because we'll keep these as solitary, I think. So if we go objects, if we put the solitary doors in over here, because that saves, if anyone causes any trouble over here, it saves shooting all the way over to this area over here to go into solitary. So we'll put those there, but then we will indeed go ahead and demolish these 2 walls here. No. There we go. Because I want to keep the light, but I want to take away the toilet. Okay, excellent. Right, so these are all done. So all we need to do is put in some jail doors. There, 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 and there. We're still okay for money, but we're gonna take on a whole pile of new prisoners. So let's assign these. There we go. Like that. So that is going to be excellent, and that's going to help us out quite nicely. I'll assign these early on as well here. Did I not schedule that for dismantling? Okay, that's interesting. The other thing as well is it means you've got a bunch of toilets kicking around that we can use subsequently without having to pay any more to actually have them. Right, yes, that toilet is finally being destroyed. So I can put that in over there. Good. So it's a bit of an investment, but at the same time we're investing in lots of new prisoners. Like we're taking on 19 new prisoners here. So also increasing our capacity and nearly getting us to cell block C, which is good. So thank you to Martin Temple, who suggested that we make a few cells and stuff out of those areas. That was definitely a good idea, because there was too much solitary. Definitely too much solitary. What is going on over here? Is this sort of glitching a little bit because there's a box there? Yeah. Right, okay. What can you do? So we lost a little bit of the symmetry with some of that, but that's not the end of the world. We're not really bothered about that, to be honest. If I can get a couple of jail doors in over here as well, then that'll increase the capacity to 100 or 102, and that will actually complete our cell block C, which will give us a nice pot of money with which to probably build this next cell block, which will be excellent. And then we can start building up some of the extra stuff that we want down here. So there we go, 20,000 grant completion. We're running that out there, to be honest. So armory, do we still have the armed guards? We do, okay. We could potentially go and hire... Oh yeah, we need some more guard lockers for that, that is true. So let's put in a couple more guard lockers, maybe a couple of extra dog crates. Although, saying that, how the hell can we know which way these go? I haven't got a clue. No, I'm just going to do this. You know what, screw it, that looks absolutely dumb, but I don't care. I literally do not care. Right, oh, there's a guard there opening that, that's fine. Okay, excellent. So we could get some more dog patrols, certainly. So if we go staff, dog handlers, I mean we have 6 crates over there, there's going to be 5 there, so that's going to be 11, and we only have 7, so let's go with that, and ooh, you reckon there's a tunnel here? Now of course, after last time, I was slamming the dogs for their apparent stupidity, but actually no, they were doing a very good job. We'll go check that out in a minute. We do have a dog patrol over there, but I'm now going to instigate one walking through here, just to see whether any tunneling business goes on. Actually, if I modify that, instead of going that way, I want you to go up that way and do something like that, and sort of walk around there. I think that'll be a good idea, just in case. And I guess we could probably take off maybe a little bit of that. We can take off some of that. Let's do that. Right, so we're in lockup. It is now shower time. Prisoner intake, absolutely huge. So we're going to want to hire some extra staff here, I think. 61 guards for what is going to be 102 prisoners. That's not good. So how about we... There we go, another 10, that'll be fine. So extra guards kicking around. We can take another grant, that is true. Let's have a look. Grants. Tool cleanup, yeah, we'll pick that one. And whilst it's eat time, we're going to conduct a search of all these toilets. Certainly over here, anyway. How is the deployment now that I've changed? Yeah, that's okay. The deployment has stayed the same. That's good. Right. Excellent. So, are we a pure maximum security prison now? No, we still have 3 normal risks left. Okay. Yeah, so we have one parent capacity. Yeah, we don't have any babies still, so keeping this nursery is becoming a bit of a, well, are you sure, sort of thing. Yeah, that's fine. Staff room, good. Morgue. Okay, so with that then, I'm thinking of... Oh, we only have one prisoner up for parole. We might want to check our programs here. Yeah, see, we have 4 parole hearings here. So let's say we cancel a couple of those. And we have it in this room. So which one is it in? It's in this one. Definitely this one. Okay, so what I can do is then I can say, well, deployment, take the guard out of there, because we're not actually going to be using that at the moment. So we'll put it back in if we get more prisoners up for parole and stuff like that. So that'll work out absolutely fine. What else? Oh yeah, let's get another armed guard in here. Let's get 2 of them. And we'll set an armed patrol along here. Just along there, just to make a point of it, and then we'll have one spare one kicking around so that he can, because we've got two other armed patrols kicking around, so we're going to want to have a spare one to be able to cover. Work free time. Okay, you're exercising. You're phoning family. Okay, not sure that that's quite enough phone booths at the moment, but we'll see. We'll deduce as to whether that's okay or not. But I think I'm going to build this cell block now. So let's do that, and we go objects, large jail door here, and we are going to probably clone this over here. So these dormitories here, let's see, so you're currently in lockdown, you found some drugs. Kayleen, nice name. Unusual name. Well, that's what I like about this game as well, is that there's a whole load of unusual names, things like that. Madeline, Madeline Conaghan. Is that, Conaghan, is that Irish? Conaghan, is that an Irish name? I'm not sure. Vivian, okay. What do we got here? Ella, that's a nice name. I like Ellie, that's a nice name. Victoria, Sadie, Addison, Skylar, Moira, Kira. Kira's a nice name as well, I like that. One of my favourite names is, well, I like Ellie, and I also like Holly. I think that's a really nice name as well. Is this, once this finishes, I might be able to lock these open. Yes is the answer. So I can lock that open, and I can lock that open because there's no chance of getting out of there. How is the power situation looking? Yeah, see, we're starting to get to the point where we're sort of thinking, I don't think we're going to be able to manage too much more with the power that we have. No, don't go there. So we'll do that, and we'll also preemptively get the water supply coming in here in full anticipation of using the clone tool to get this up and running. So once the power and water's in here, we'll use the clone tool here, and we'll clone this block over here. I think that's going to be safe to say. Actually, we'll clone that. Relatively easy time digging out of here, gotta admit that, but that's why we've got the dog patrol, and probably what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to pave this over to make it a little bit harder. So we didn't actually find anything over here. Scandi. I think we'll do another toilet search, because we know that the guards are a little bit incompetent when it comes to proper searching of these toilets. So we'll get another search going. So we can take on 1 prisoner, yeah, that's fine. Right. One thing we do want to also consider is whether we should build some protective custody. And thinking about doing that. Like build a small canteen and then have a protective custody room. Or something like that. Do we have any snitches or what going around here? Tough, skilled fighter. Most of these we don't really know. We don't have any confidential informants. Extremely strong. Can't see any snitches. You are legendary. Who are you? Oh, that's a liar. Yeah, you are literally absolutely really dangerous. You should probably be Supermax, to be fair. And we might want to consider looking into that as well. We might want to consider having a Supermax area for people like that, because that is absolutely dangerous as hell. Let's think. We could do something like that. Like where we have maybe one kitchen and then we have two separate canteens, and one of the canteens is for protected custody and the other one is for Supermax. But you can have one kitchen serving them both. That could be a good idea. We'll have to look into that. That's going to become an issue as we go forward here, because that person in particular there was a legendary and well-known bad person. So, right. So let's hit the cloning tool here then, and let's start setting up this cell block down here. Damn it! Really? It's 9. Right, set that up there, and then have this square in here. Right, because we have the money to do this, so... And of course, it's just going to increase our capacity as we go along. In terms of the tool cleanup mission that I just picked up, we'll have to run several shakedowns to sort that out. I will actually include some solitary down here. Now again, that's probably thinking, well hang on, that's probably way too much, and it probably is. But we could just build one giant dormitory down the bottom. You know, that's not the end of the world either. That's a relatively decent idea. Where... Then in saying that, we want a way out down here. No, we will we'll make sure that we... is that a drain? Yeah, that's a drain. We'll make sure that we have solitary, extra solitary over this way, because we only have 4 solitary cells on this side of the road. So... Right, and then in terms of objects, all the walls, yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, we need to take away these doors for the moment as well. There we go. Right, fire away. Okay, that took a lot away of our money there. So we'll assign these as solitary now, and I'll also unassign these rooms for the moment, because that's going to be a pain in the backside otherwise. But yeah, we're going to want to set up a Supermax area, and we're going to want to set up a protected custody area. And I'm thinking about maybe lining them up in a similar way, like having, like I said, a central kitchen, and then that kitchen served the Supermax and the protected custody, but there's no way to mix up those two prisoners. So I think we are going to do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out whether maybe we could do that here, but I'm not liking the idea of the layout that we've got here, because we do need this yard. Because that yard at the top might get a bit busy. Might do anyway. Unless you make this area here into a yard. Then the thing is, they're all going to be eating at that canteen, so they're probably all going to go to that yard anyway. So we could do something down here. So whilst they're building up all the stuff there, let's work this out. So let's say we had... So a wall... That's not quite central, is it? This is the central one. So if we did something like this, where we went, okay, let's have... So we'll get rid of that. So we'll have a kitchen here, basically, in the middle. Like that. And then we have 2, like, smallish canteens. So I'm just trying to think, like, if we had doors that went there, saying that Supermax might need to be quite a big canteen. So if we do something like that, and then we'll build a Supermax area over here where we sort of separate them out from, or we make this protected custody. So we could say, let's try doing something like this. So we'll have cells here. Looks a bit odd, I've got to admit. Unless you make them a big, like super big. Again, though, that just doesn't really fit the build, does it? And do that. Nah, it still looks pretty stupid. We'll just go with the 3. Let's just go with that, seriously. So we'll do this like that. That can be an open space. We'll do something with that. Maybe actually, what we could do is we could turn that into some sort of no. I won't do that. So what do we got here? So let's build a block over here. Well, it doesn't even need to be that big. Like that. So we have 1, 2. Yeah. And this can be like a shower area. So we can have 4 showers. Then we could build an extra cell of some sorts, like here, like that, and then have a small yard space out here, and work with that. So you can have a small yard, because there's only going to be 4 prisoners here. So it's like, well, and actually, there's a better idea to that. Let's do this. No, that's absolutely wrong. Yeah, so if we do that, and then we have like a yard space out here, and so that can be a protective custody area, and then over here we can make a supermax. So and then we can do that. Just trying to work out how we're going to want to build this. Actually, we could say let's have showers over there. So then we probably want to do this instead. So we can have showers, and then we can divide this up and say relatively big. Yeah, see, that works. And we can do that and have 3 cells there. Oh no, that's actually wrong. 2. Man, this is annoying. It's not quite. Right, we've got a prisoner intake, so that's nice. I can hear a fight going on. Where was that? Didn't quite see where that was, but there was some sort of fight going on down there. So canteen, okay, so kitchen. Again, I'm just trying to organise how the hell we would do this here. Okay, how about we do this, and same over here. No. There, like that. So we got 4 cells. Going to be supermax. 2 solitary, just in case any of them does something bad. And then we can have. No, but then where do you put the yard? Am I trying to cram this in wrong or something? Where'd you put the yard? See, we could put it over here, I suppose. Then. Yeah, so we could say have a block here. We could have a pathway or some sort of yard here, like that, for those 4 supermax there, so they can walk around here. This can be showers. So we go object. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, and we could probably have something else there because we don't need that to be too big. See, that's a big cell. Alright, let's do that then. And I'm going to do the same down here. So maybe. Okay, we'll do that. 5 cells there. with 5 showers. That's not great, that, to be honest. That really isn't great. But we'll do that, and then they have a yard space over there. And then there'll be a yard space over here for protective custody. And then this we can build something there. So let's say, right, first off we need to, have we got all the objects in? We have. Okay, so let's get the pipe work in over in this block. So we'll do that. Just trying to organise how, because we don't want it to go mad. Because Supermax is dangerous, so let's run a pipe that runs all the way along the bottom. Do that. And then we'll connect up these toilets here. And then we can open this area up to the cells, and then we can assign different things over this way. And then we can put doors in, so we can say have like maybe double doors there, double jail door or something like that, and then this area is staff only. Right. Oh, is that a notebook page? It is. Special prisoners: the serial killer, the escape artist. Okay, interesting. So it's proof that we're starting to get an idea of some bits and bobs. So so a few drugs. Yeah. See, this yard is pretty crowded over here. But that is the most crowded it's ever going to be. So when this one is starting to get a little bit packed, it'll be even more packed later on, wouldn't it? A bit of an issue later. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. If anything, have we got a guard patrol out there? Yeah, we have. Probably going to add in another one because that is a little bit dicey. Okay, work-free time. Shakedown time! And there was a fight over there, but quickly sorted out. Okay, so these prisoners are going to be pretty cranky here. But we'll get a shakedown going and we'll see if we find anything. In particular, we can maybe be able to see if we can find any more tunnels or something like that. I'm not sure. Let's get some more guards as well. Okay, right. So, this is all done now. So let's go objects, jail door. Whilst the gas shakedown is underway, might be able to complete the tool cleanup mission. We have done. Fantastic. Okay. I want some solitary doors here. Excelente. We've now completed another grant. So what did we complete? Yeah, we completed the tool cleanup. Excellent. So grants, I'm going to pick cell block D. Oh, the long-term investment came in. That's right. And I'll pick up the short-term investment here. Right, and then we want rooms. So we're going to want shower in here. We'll pick up dormitory, and we'll assign both of these. Solitary over there, and then the rest of these are all cells. Excellent. Oops. There we go. Good. Right. So all of those are now done. Excellent. So we now have big capacity, so we can take on 21 new prisoners. Sure. Why not? We're going to go deployment, early release prisoner reward. Fantastic. Oh, this isn't quite sorted itself out yet. We'll wait for that to sort itself out. I'll lock these shut as well, because that could be an issue. Prisoners wandering around in there. Okay, yeah. So protective custody over here, and Supermax over this side. And there's probably only going to be 1 or 2 Supermax at a time, but still, we want to make sure that we get plenty of room for those guys, because they will get cranky. The question is, do I want to make it an interior walkway here? I'm not sure. I think what I definitely want to do, though, is I want to get the kitchen canteen space up first. I think that's going to be quite important. So if we go objects, let's see, go with some regular doors on either side there, and then we'll get 2 jail doors there, so you can walk inside and you can get that sorted. So how's the power situation looking? Okay, it's not too bad. I'm not sure it's going to be able to handle building up the rest of this area. I don't really know. Yeah, any snitches or anything like that we get can go into protected custody. That probably is quite overkill, that amount of protected custody. But at the same time, this is sort of like, well, the entire protective custody for the whole prison. And, well, we're looking to expand this prison quite a bit here. I think we're going to do quite a lot with this prison still. So this could be quite a nasty prison given a bit of time. And also given a bit of time, we might want to go ahead and pick up legal. And why would you want to do that? Well, if you pick up legal, you unlock the rights to go with death row. So, who knows, you may build an execution facility and go with death row if we can. That'll be quite good. So, okay, this is all done. Excellent. So, utilities. I'm just going to bring the power through from here, to be honest. I think that should be sufficient. But I will run like a cable that goes across there because this will be a kitchen. So we're going to go materials. Let's put in the walls and let's start separating off some of this stuff here. So there'll be staff doors going between. So it would actually be quite easy to bust through to protect the custody, but we're not going to worry about that too much. And I'm preemptively going to put in some large jail doors here. Just so that I can get rid of all the planning in this particular block here. That'll be good, and then we'll build around it. I think we're going to do the Supermax bit first, because from what we saw, there are certain prisoners, like the Legendary over here, you're probably going to want to be transferred pretty quickly over to Supermax. Numerous skills, yeah, extremely strong. Extremely tough. You're probably going to want your own armed guard, to be honest. Experience, found luxuries. To be fair, you've not really committed too many crimes as such, but as in the prison itself, you've not been too bad. But I'm still going to upgrade you to Supermax. The only problem, obviously, with that is you have your own facility over here, but you're probably going to be able to walk around still and go into things like the common rooms and things like that. You're going to be able to go and do that, but you have your own cell, you have your own block area, so the only time you're ever going to leave this area is to go to a reform program session or something like that. That's probably what's going to happen. So if we're going to do that, then probably what I will do eventually is I will actually designate these particular cell blocks to be maximum security only, just for the purposes of saying that the Supermax people can't go in there. So just going to staff up or staff deploy the relevant rooms here. So like the armory and stuff like that, just to make sure. So actually what we could do is we could assign that to be staff only at this point, this middle bit. We could actually do that. But at the moment where we don't really have a lot of stuff for these guys, so like if they want to go to Foundation Education, then they do have to go over here. So if anything, the next expansion might be this one out here to the east, or possibly to the south where we might want to expand this bit, but we're not quite sure yet. So to which we'll probably build some facilities like some classrooms, some chapels, some extra stuff over this way for these guys to mess around with. Okay, so temporarily I'm going to lock these open for the moment. The other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to deploy 2 guards in there and get some patrols wandering up and down here, like that, because we're going to be taking on some prisoners in there pretty soon. So we're going to go rooms. So we're going to go canteen here, canteen here. Again, these are quite big for what they really are. And kitchen here. We're going to go objects. We're going to put in some staff doors like that. And we'll put in some regular doors there. That'll be fine. And so we're going to go in here some trouble somewhere. Right, so we're going to probably want just the 2 cookers is probably going to suffice here. couple of fridges, and probably just a couple of sinks should be okay. At which point we're going to probably want to bring some pipe work down here. So let's run that along there like that. Not sure how that's going to hold up, but we'll see. Okay, so we're doing that. We also need to bring in electricity to the relevant utilities. So we need to do this, 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 and this. And then we're going to also need some other bits and bobs for the canteen. So we're going to want a serving table at the back there. We'll do the same over there. To be fair, you can probably get away with just the one table. I think we could probably get away with that, and a couple of benches, just like that. There. And probably some CCTV in both of these, actually, just in case. So we'll get that going, and then we'll set the deployment for those. We'll change the logistics here. So food distribution. Yeah, so you are going to those two, and you need to be specifically designed to go there. You are allocated to that canteen, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to allocate these two bits over here to be these two canteens, and we'll sort that out. We're going to sort that out in the next episode, though. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you like Prison Architect, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it for now, though. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time for more from myself, Max Tomato, and our playthrough with the maximum security female prison that is likely to become, or take on, some Supermax prisoners. See you later, guys.